Welcome to Digital Marketing School. Today we're talking to Michelle O'Keefe from Media Brokers. Michelle, how are you? Congratulations on your first year at Media Brokers and being appointed Managing Director. Can you tell us a little bit about the company?
Media Brokers was established in July of this year, 2010. So we've only been in operation for the last 5 months. And what we do is offer a service to both publishers and advertisers in Ireland. A challenge that publishers have is over supply of inventory. Often is the case. They would sell about between 50 and 70% of their inventory on any particular month. So there is about 30 to 50% of inventory left unsold. So what we're offering is a service that takes that inventory off them at a lower rate, and we don't disclose the name of the publishers that we're getting the inventory from, protecting their premium CPMs. We then offer this display inventory to advertisers at a lower cost. So from a brand's perspective, what they're getting is access to display advertising at a lower rate. They can do certain types of targeting. Obviously, it's not completely blind. They can target by channel if they're interested in targeting just females who are interested in fashion, but we can't guarantee that they're going to be on a particular site. So from our perspective, we're offering a service to both sides, I suppose, both publishers and advertisers, and it's quite a cost-effective service that we're offering.
And how have you found demand in today's more competitive marketplace?
Demand is great. I suppose with the publishers, considering the increase in media consumption of the internet, there's always going to be an oversupply of inventory. I think I read recently in the AMS report that Irish consumers are consuming 13 hours of online media per week, and that's more than radio, TV, press, anything else. So we're increasingly consuming more and more internet. So there's always going to be plenty of supply there from the publisher side. Those page impressions are increasing all the time. In terms of the advertisers, Media Brokers is mainly dealing with agencies who understand the importance of return on investment and cost-efficient marketing. I mean, they're being pushed by their clients, particularly the agencies, to prove return on investment and show that they're getting value for the spend that they're getting. So the network supplies them with that. It gives them an opportunity to increase traffic through to a site or drive sales or direct response or whatever the campaign objective is at a lower cost. Some clients are quite particular about where their brand appears, and we have got plenty of protection in place for them. Our contracts will state that we don't show any content beside violent content or adult content. We're also going through the IASH approval process, which is kind of a stamp of approval for the digital industry, which is important to a lot of our agency partners. We have increased 130% month on month since Media Brokers launched, and 93% of our clients who have advertised with us booked a second campaign. So in terms of demand, we're certainly seeing plenty of interest from the agencies and some of our direct clients as well. And in terms of supply, there's no shortage of inventory, just down to the sheer volumes of internet pages that are being consumed by the Irish people at the moment, so it's great.
How important is the inclusion of networks in a company's digital marketing strategy?
I think, there's a lot of talk in the media at the moment about earned media versus paid media, and will social media take over from display? But I mean, the IAB report proved the volume of spend on display last year, and we're going to see an increase in that this year as well. So I think that it's about getting all elements of your digital strategy correct, and display is just one part of that, and networks are only one part of display. So it's just about figuring out your whole strategy, and then as display is one element, what's going to get you the best return. And certainly with networks, you're getting a much more cost-effective service. So I think we're going to see a huge shift in spend towards networks from a display point of view.
And finally, where do you see Media Brokers in the future?
Well, Media Brokers is quite a young company, and as I said, we're getting repeat bookings from all our clients so far. So what we're trying to do at the moment is grow an intelligence bank, so look at patterns of what activity consumers are doing across the network, so then we'll be able to better place campaigns. We know from the AMS report as well that something like 42% of people do all their research for financial products online and actually make the transaction offline. So, points like that highlight the importance of including display in your strategy. I think that in the future, what we want to do is grow an intelligence bank, prove successful campaigns and follow in that path. Also, we're seeing quite interesting things happening with banner formats. Like our agency partners are all quite creative and quite clever, so we're seeing good things going on there in terms of video. Something new that we're partnering with is a smart banner technology, which allows us to integrate dynamic content into banners, or have a booking form, or data capture within the banner ad. So I think in the future we're going to see a lot more interaction in the banners, and maybe not taking them back to the site, but the actual activity happens within the banner and stays on the publisher site, which would be good for the publisher and the advertiser. I think as well in the future, what we'd like to do is a lot more in terms of retargeting and behavioural targeting. Retargeting is a concept of following a consumer through the internet by tracking them with a cookie, seeing what activity they're doing, and then targeting with them with a really appropriate campaign ad. So I suppose more sophistication in technology, more targeting, more interesting formats, and growing our own internal intelligence bank and letting our clients leverage off that. I think that's the future of Media Brokers.
Michelle O'Keefe from Media Brokers, thanks very much for talking to us today at Digital Marketing School.
Thanks very much.